All right, guys, we're on multiple attacker scenario here. And right now, we're just working wrist releases still, but there's a little bit more to this than just a wrist release because I've got two people now grabbing and pulling me. So let's take a look at what this looks like. They've both got my wrist and they've got good strong holds on it. They have two hands on one. It's gonna be hard for me to get out of this. The good thing though is that generally meatheads like this will help stabilize me, right? They're kind of both pulling on me. If they were working in conjunction and cooperating and saying, hey, move him this way, then I'd be worried. But look at these guys. They're not that smart. I'm just kidding. So they're helping kind of stabilize me and that's good. I'm gonna use a series of kicks that we've already learned. Back kicks and front kicks, basically. I might start with a side kick, but I'm gonna wanna get my hips turned as much as possible. So if I just stay here and try and lift the leg up and kick, I may be off balance because look at where they are and the force that they're pulling. The center line of my balance is literally right down my body, the middle of my body. So if I lift the leg up, the center of my balance is over here to the right of my left foot. I'm likely to be falling over this way, especially since they're pulling. So anytime I make these kicks in this exercise, every kick is going to be a slight advancing kick. I'm going to put my foot, my advancing foot, into the center line and kick. Now I'm going to put my other foot wherever I feel, my kicking foot, wherever I feel I need to be for balance, and there's another kick. And I can go back and forth doing this. Now, whoever lets go first just got his buddy punched in the face. Bang. There's my advancing kick. It's like a back kick or a side kick. Switch, boom. Oh, he was close enough for a groin kick. Bang. He let go. Aaron gets it. Whoever lets go first, I'm punching the other guy immediately. The idea, once that's done, once the punch is landed, is then to stack your attackers. So again, they're pulling, pulling, pulling. I advance, I kick. I go, I kick. I go, I kick. I didn't feel like he let go. No, you can let go. I got in time, so I still kicked him again. Boom. And now he got punched. Once I get the punch launched, let's go with Leo, let's go first. I come into Aaron. Once I get the punch launched, I don't want to stay here because he's still a viable attacker. I'm going to move with more combatives and try and get my attackers stacked. And I'll try to close the distance here. If I have to, then I'll dump him, boom, go back to him, and I'm stacking my attackers again as I'm fighting. There's a lot of movement here. It's a tiring drill, and it's difficult to do by yourself in training, but we'll walk through the steps. But before we do, in your solo training, let's look one more time at this. Hopefully they're stabilizing me, right? And I'm gonna lock my arms in a little bit tight so I can be even more stable. I don't want them loose or pulled out of my socket, so I'm bending my joints a little bit. I'm gonna have to use some strength here. Also, this might help me pull them into my kicks just a little. Bang, 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 boom. You can see that my legs are doing this pendulum thing because I always want my base foot kind of in a center line of gravity. Hopefully that makes sense. Thanks, guys. Let's talk about this from a solo training aspect. Easy enough to do if you can find a spot in your house or in the park near some trees, anything to grab onto on each side of you. So a wide doorway, maybe a patio door with a sliding door where you can grab the door frame and the door, that might work. Again, outside, two trees you can grab. Maybe if you have some beams in your house, or you can grab a couch and a chair. Grab the top of a couch and the top of a chair. You can get a good handle on it. The idea is to take your arms and hands out of the equation for a little bit, because every time we kick, we tend to do these kinds of things with our arms to keep our balance. And now I'm gonna have to take that out of the equation, and what I really want you to feel is you keeping the balance using the objects that, in this case, you're holding on to. In the real case, it'll be somebody that's holding onto you. That's what's gonna control your balance. So you grab onto some things and now you can throw your kicks back and forth, practicing, try not to kick your furniture, back and forth, kicking to the left or to the right, whatever it is you're holding onto. Bonus with grabbing onto furniture. If you can turn, I'm gonna use this here. So if you can turn one of your chairs that you're holding onto, this one's too light, right? When I'm holding onto something, I wanna hold on to something much heavier. But I can turn it so that I can practice my kicks now, trying to get over the object that I'm holding onto. This is kind of tall, But if you think about maybe an ottoman or the regular couch, you're really only kicking over an arm rest on that couch that's fairly low. So it's a good way to practice getting your legs up too and kicking it at a proper height. All right, as always, make sure you have space to train. Train safely. Make sure there's no one else around you when you're kicking. Start off slow, build up to more explosive kicks, and always practice bursting in with that punch. Let go one side, other side punch. Let go this side, that side punches. Always finish with that and some movement drills. If you have any questions, send us an email. Other than that, have fun training.